What is this? The sink is... Oh, it's a sink! It's a fucking sink! I'm an idiot. The sink is impeccably clean. It even seems to give off a faint glow. Alright, my cutting board. My knives! What's in here? Can't access this. Can't access that. There's some trash in here. What a surprise. Okay, what is your super special awesome ability? What the? No, let me through. Oh. You can sense dirt? Huh, or like liquids? That's weird. I don't see her around very often. Yeah, I guess not. I spend a lot of time in my room, writing for my book. My work doesn't really allow for much socializing, unfortunately. Writing a book, that takes a lot of discipline. I'm impressed. Thanks. I'm not sure about that. I think anyone can write a book, or part of one anyway. What takes discipline is actually finishing it. Wait until I've actually published the book before you praise me. You ever sold a book before, or is this your first shot? My first time, so yeah, it's kind of amateur hour. I'm learning things as they go. I know the odds are against it actually turning a profit, but I'm not so interested in that. I really just want to leave something behind, you know, before I'm rotting in the ground and all. Ooh. Most people are here just sort of wandering around. You have actual ambition. I respect that. Thanks. Sometimes I have my doubts if it's worth it, so it feels good to hear that. Though I wouldn't discount some of the other people here too quickly. Everyone has their own path. Some people find their calling sooner than others, that's all. Oh, sooner than others, that's all. Kind of morbid way to put it. I'm not the one that's morbid. Life is morbid. I don't think there's anything wrong with talking about death. We should talk about it more. It's natural, and what's more, it happens all the time. Okay, well, what do you make of this whole mess? You mean the captain's disappearance? I don't know. I'm no detective, but things don't seem right here. More than the captain's disappearance, everything is a bit off. Got any theories you'd like to share? Theories? I don't know. I wonder if somebody knew the captain before they boarded the ship. But wouldn't she have known them? Maybe it was someone in disguise? That sounds stupid. I don't know what I'm talking about. That doesn't sound completely implausible. You think so? Assuming that were the case for a second, it means someone here has a fake identity. The police could figure out who's real and who isn't, but they aren't here. So I don't know what to do with that theory anyway. Got any theories you'd like to share? There isn't any evidence for that. Yeah, you're right. In fact, I don't think there's any evidence for anything. She disappeared overnight without any trace whatsoever. Where can you go with that? It seems like you seem to like chatting up the passengers a lot. Despite my shut-in behavior, I'm really a people person. I like learning about people and what makes them tick, even the bad ones. I see. Just make sure that curiosity doesn't get you in trouble. What's that supposed to mean? It means take care of yourself, that's all. I think people are boring idiots, most people at least. I'm not going to argue with the idiots part, I suppose, in some cases, but everyone has rhyme and reason, a deeper motivation, even if it's not one you share or agree with. Finding out what that is never gets boring for me. Okay, that's exactly the kind of hobby that can get people hurt. Okay, so we're done with that. Let's talk to Sue here. Hi, Sue. Things aren't so great between you and Alton now, huh? Nope. You bring him down easy? I guess not. Things kind of... Well, there's nothing I can do about it now. Nothing else to say. Sorry, I don't really want to get into all that right now. I guess you don't want to talk about it. So what's your plan to get off this piece of scrap again? I guess I'm figuring out as I go. Saving up money for a ticket out of here would be tricky, and getting another job is near impossible. I might have to strike some kind of deal if I can. I don't like the sound of that. Well, that's not saying a lot coming from you, no offense. Look, I can handle myself, alright? I always look before I leap. What kind of deal? I don't know, bribery? I do blackmail if I find the hook. But I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet, but I think I'm getting close. Blackmail? You must have a death wish. It would never work. Maybe you're right, maybe not. But if it was the only shot I'd had left, I'd probably take it. How'd you get stuck on this ship anyway? You've never asked me about that before. Why now? Because I want to know now. What's your reason? That's your really reason? Sorry, if that's all it is, then I'd rather not get into my history. I'd kind of like to know who I'm working with here. I could say the same to you, but I keep my questions about why you're here to myself. We trust each other, right? Those things aren't important. Oh. Okay. And that's it. Alright, so let's look around. Let's go look around now. Ooh. Ooh, you can see things. This is where Donovan's blood would have been. But then again, this is where the entrance to the hole in the wall is. Let's see. Beep, 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 with like sonar. What's a guy like you doing out here? Not sure I know what a guy like me is. You seemed a bit blue-blooded. Got a fancy desk job back at home? I was a lawyer, so I guess so, yeah. Man, I'd kill for a job like that. I don't know what you think my job was like, but I can tell you it's not worth killing anyone over. I worked in real estate. There is absolutely nothing interesting about real estate law. Yeah, but the pay must be good, right? The job's pay is one thing, but the cost is another. There are some things more important than money. So what's the lawyer doing out here? I just needed to get away from the city life for a while. Or rather, I needed to get away from everything. Looks like you're headed to a business meeting or something. No, that's the furthest thing from the truth. I'm going nowhere, that's where I'm going. Oh, you're just, nowhere. It's not much of an answer. Everyone's going somewhere. That's where you're wrong. Nobody's going anywhere, especially not any of the people on this ship. Alright. You're the richest looking sad person I've ever met. You know that? I'm not sad as much as I don't care. Or maybe it's that I don't have any feelings at all. If you saw what I have, you wouldn't either. Yeah, I'm sure you've had such a damn hard life. I feel real bad for you. I guess I'll leave you to dark and mysterious thoughts then. Wow, Mark, you're kind of a dickhead. Okay. But I guess he doesn't know. Yeah, he didn't know why Quella was so morbid either, but we know. And that's because she has cancer of the entire body. And that's why she's writing her book, and she's so eager to have it finished. Hi, cat. Meow. Pet the cat. Purr. Alright, I hear things haven't been so great between you and Sue, huh? Yeah, you can say that. I like how some people, like, they say her name as Sue. Like, obviously not say it, but spell it out as S-U-E instead of X-U. Like, Gwen said it as X-U. But I guess Mark, because he doesn't give a shit, says it as S-U-E. Is that supposed to imply that he's some sort of racist? Yeah, you could say that. What did she tell you? Nothing, I could just tell. She shot you down hard, I guess. No, there was a lot more to it than that. Things got complicated. No, it didn't. I saw this coming a mile away. God, I was such an idiot. I had no idea. Why didn't you say something? Had to find out for yourself. It's too much to watch your attempt at chasing her. You didn't know her like I do. Well, I guess I know her now and what she's capable of. I probably wouldn't have believed it even if I had been told. Had to find out for yourself. Oh, that's why? How charitable of you to leave me clueless like that. It was fun to watch your attempt at chasing her. Well, it's great to hear I've been your personal source of entertainment. Oh. Oh, wait, I fucked up. Okay, what did she tell you? Nothing. Shut you down hard. Maybe things could have gone different if you'd said something sooner. I shouldn't have done anything. I should have stayed away from her altogether. Or maybe you should just man up and say what's on your damn mind. I wanted to, it's just... Yeah? All the blood has drained out of Alton's face. He looks like he's going to cry. Oh, what a fucking crybaby. Okay. Yeah, girls are scary. Why should you do anything you're not comfortable with? You're being sarcastic, but that's how I feel right now. That sounds pretty pathetic, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. What's your next step after this? You mean after this job? I haven't really put a lot of thought into it. In fact, I don't really have any idea. Well, shouldn't you? I know I should, I just don't know what else I can do. I'm not really qualified for many jobs, none that I think I'd like. That's stupid. You think I like this job? No, but I do it anyway. Okay, next step after this? Just gonna be a DJ or whatever you want to call it your whole life? Well, I like music, I thought this would let me work with that. But instead I just kind of sit around by myself most of the day. Doesn't really add to my portfolio much. Moan some more, I'm in the kitchen by myself all day. I find a way to stay busy. Well, those are two completely different jobs, Mercurio. You have to be cooking while everyone's not eating. Hi there. Hey. Do you think I'm guilty that I killed Donovan and Paulo? Yeah, sure, I could see it. No, it's impossible. I couldn't. Yeah, not really. Then why don't you say anything? Why don't you tell the others? I don't understand. Okay, well. Again with a slow walking character. It's gonna be fun. I guess we should just get talking to Ferdinand over with. Do like a scan. Over here. Oh, counter holds, unlabeled buttons and switches. Okay. There's no cabinets here in the pilot house. Alright. Well, hello, Mercurio. What a rare and most welcome sight. Is there some issue you're having with the kitchen that I can assist you with? Really, though, what's your deal? I'm afraid I'm not quite sure what you mean. I don't have any deals that I know of. You're so damn happy all the time. Why, wouldn't you say that's a good thing? Being happy isn't always easy in our troubled world, but it beats the alternative. Wouldn't you say? I'm burping again, Ferdinand, I'm sorry. You talk like an idiot. Well, now you're just being mean. Nobody actually wants to work here except you. Yes, except me. I will be frank with you, Mercurio. We are not on the most glorious ship that has touched water, nor are our occupations the most esteemed. But it is life's highest challenge to turn less ideal circumstances to our advantage, no? I guess you're right. Why are you always walking around everywhere? Why, as the first mate, it's my job to be aware of the ship's various ongoings. Doubly so now that I must also stand in for our captain, bless her heart. Bless her heart. Our previous first mate didn't seem so interested in the whole ship. Well, everyone has their own manner of doing things, I suppose. Ferdinand, you're destroying my vocal cords. I, for one, prefer doing my job rather than neglecting it. Is there going to be... what is there going on near the passage? I just saw something moving near my microphone. What is there going on near the passenger's room, or in the kitchen? You're not thinking of the bigger picture, Mercurio. To effectively manage anything, you must understand it from top to bottom. The ship may appear to be only so many cogs and wheels, but at its heart, it is composed of people. I would be doing the ship an injustice if I did not study the most important thing, its inhabitants. There's no other reason then, really? You wound me, Mercurio. I don't know what I've done to earn this distrust. I do not know which strange suspicion you have of me, but hear this. Ferdinand is a man of his word, if nothing else. Okay. Is that it? Okay, that's it. There's nothing... Okay. We got weird, liquid. Follow the unidentified liquid. Is this gonna get me killed as well? I feel like I should go in everyone's room. Okay. Go in my room. Let's see. Nothing. Do I have any mysterious stains on my bed? Nope. Okay. Alright. Oh my god, I wish you would walk faster. I know you don't care about anything that's going on, but come on. Door's locked. Can't get in. Nothing here. Just like bloom, bloom, bloom. Door's locked. Should I go in that, in here? Oh! It's a metal closet for cleaning supplies. The door won't open. It needs a key. Well, shit, there's something in there. I'm kind of concerned as to what it could be. Oh, come on. There would definitely be stains on Alton's bed. Don't even fuck with me. But that doesn't make sense. The further you get away from it, the smaller the drops come, which means, or become. That means that something was dragged out this way as it was bleeding to death, not the other way around. It wasn't dragged from there to... Alright, we can talk to Garv, and then we can move on with our lives. Oh, come on, not even any mess in here? Garv, you are good with taking care of those animals. Alright, door's locked, can't get in. That's Donovan's room, so... Let's go check out the weird, sketchy, sketch things in the bathroom. Nothing? Wow, this place is impeccable. Well, except for the, stains on the floor upstairs. Alright, this is Gwen's room. I can't get in. So I'll just go to Quilla and Daryl's room. Okay, nothing here. Nothing here. Just going through, scanning the ship. Boom. Boom. It's so so quiet in this room. And some of the rooms have their own, like, music. And that one's just so much nicer than this. Alright. Garv, let's talk. Where are you headed to, old man? That's certainly one way to greet someone. I'm traveling on work-related reasons. The company's setting up a new branch, and I'm there to oversee it. Some lugheads had a workplace accident at the other branch and got themselves, and the branch closed permanently. So we've got some catch-up work to do. Why are you here not at home? Don't you have grandkids to look after? I suppose you think you're being funny. I don't have any grandchildren, just children, and even then, only half the time. Human relations are a complicated and messy ordeal. What happened? Gotten a divorce or something? Frankly, none of your business. You seem to have more affection for your pets than your family. They are much more predictable. If you treat them well, they treat you well, and vice versa. There's something to be said for that. That clarity, that simplicity. Of course, I love my children far more than any dumb bird. But I don't have to worry about the dumb bird getting turned against me by my whore wife. Okay, Garv. You keep on going. Okay, so I've talked to everyone. So I'm clearly going to have to... Can I... Oh, well, hello there, ghost lady. Can I fully possess you? I can't. Oh, I just pressed this by accident. I can just casually possess you. Walking down the steps. Walking down the steps. Oh, I didn't speak to you. How are you on this beautiful day? I'm surprised you're so chipper given that the captain's missing. Au contraire, this is a time when we must be optimistic. I'm not sure that what there is to be optimistic about. This isn't a big ship. It's not hard to see what's happened. Maybe, but we need to be sure first. How? By searching the ship? There isn't a lot of space that someone can hide. Oh, but that's where you're wrong. How are you this one day? There's no point in upsetting the passengers. The passengers will be upset one way or another. Whether it's now or when there's no more room for optimism. Okay. Well, let's go. Into this room. It'll be... fine. A metal closet for cleaning supplies. The door won't open. It needs a key. Where's the key? Do I have the key? Am I allowed the key? Copy of Euclid's Elements. Skimming the book reveals only a bunch of dry mathematical problems. But there's something strange about the book. For whatever reason, it feels like it's looking back at you. Open the chest. Okay. Huh. Okay, so this is my room. Do I have the key? Oh, why do I have the ghost lady? Oh. Now I need that again. Facts about Ferdinand. Okay. So, do I need to go back upstairs and get the key? The master key? Is it somewhere in here? Switches, press the buttons. Where else? Huh. He said something about keys in the guardhouse. Massive hole in the wall's plaster. Behind it is a dingy metal wall. Huh. What am I supposed to be looking for? Do 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 do. Well, there's definitely something. Maybe I need to help Garv again? Yo. It's possible. Starting to lose now too? Maybe I'm really gonna go through this. Has anything changed in Paolo's room? Nothing. Alright. What's this blood? Why is there just blood? What if Paolo's the murderer and he's just hiding in that weird hole in the wall? Guys, I'm concerned. I have concerns. Can I... I'm so confused about what to do. Oh, okay, I can talk to Sue, I guess. Oh, what did Donovan do? Why do you think all of this has happened? I don't know, I guess Donovan had his own ideas about the captain, why the captain went missing. Based on what happened to him, I don't think he was right. Oh, okay, what should we do now? We already went through all of this, but just so we can get rid of it. Oh, she wasn't really that angry with you, Alton, you know. You didn't need to take it so hard. Okay, strange in what way? I really liked her. She got in arguments with Mark a lot, and well, you remember that one time. She wasn't really that angry with you, Alton. You know, you don't need to take it so hard. How'd she get along with you? This cute little sidekick. Okay. What did Donovan steal from your room again? Oh, it was a family heirloom. It was a tea set I got from my mother. I thought it was an old vase. Did I say that? Well, there's a vase as part of the tea set. Yeah, that's what I meant. It was a tea vase. I know you took the master key from me. Stop lying. What? I don't know how Donovan got the master key, but it wasn't through me. As a waitress, I never had access to it. What would give you that idea? You stole the key from the pilot house just like you've stolen from me and others. Christ, are there any secrets left? How much do you know? Well, I guess it's not really important. I know basically everything. What I don't know yet is why you took the master key. You said it yourself. Just like I've stolen from everyone else, I took the key so I could grab stuff. With it, I could get into anyone's room, and take what I want. No, around the same time the captain went missing, you took the key. That isn't just a coincidence. Since I took that key, everything has started spiraling downwards. I thought I could just keep it under wraps and go away, but I was wrong. None of this should have happened. I don't understand. I didn't want any of this. That night, I received a note telling me that I'd find the key in the pilot house, ordering me to take it for myself and hide it. An order from who? I don't know. It was anonymous. Is it the same person sending letters to Mercurio? I don't recognize the handwriting, and it was left discreetly. Why were you told to hide the key? I can only guess. Maybe I was supposed to hide the key from Donovan. Well, he found it anyway, of course, and then he disappeared. Why did you follow the orders? It's not the first set of instructions I've gotten. I have an arrangement. I did small errands, moved things around, and I got paid. I never understood it, but I didn't have to. Of course, I was suspicious, but it was all just harmless stuff. Thanks for opening up to me. What can we do now? You've been taking bribes? Why didn't you tell someone about this sooner? I don't want her to get angry with me. There have been hints that this is a multiple ending game, and I would like to try and get the best ending possible first time. I would like to know why she didn't tell someone sooner. It's not really her fault. Thanks for opening up to me. What can we do now? Well, as long as Gwen is positioned to take all the blame, the truth will never come out. If her name is cleared, the investigation can continue. Someone must have planted the key in her room, right? That's the only explanation. I have an idea of who it might be. It must have been Staff. No, I have to be out of my mind to confront him about it. Who? Mark? I found some interesting things in the kitchen and cabinet fridge. You mean the cabinet and the fridge that I always have tightly locked when I'm not around? Yes, I'm sure you have. There's a strange smell of alcohol in the fridge. Wait, how did you get into the fridge? I definitely locked it. Or, I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. That's not going to work. Why are you trying to lie to me? Alright, fine, you got me. But you had no right to be rooting around the kitchen in the first place. There isn't a bar on this ship. What are you doing with all that booze? I'm not drinking on the side if that's what you're insinuating. Anyway, it wasn't booze you were smelling. Not sure what the stuff was. I never drank it. I found a box with weird notes in the cabinet. Wait, how did you find that? I don't understand. Well, you probably have questions about that. You were being instructed to pick up and drop off things. What things? Just supplies from the kitchen, really. Some food or water. Occasionally I'd have to drop off things like blankets or cleaning supplies. It's all pretty mundane. Who was writing those notes? I don't know. I kept the notes to try and see if I could figure it out. The handwriting changes, meaning it's probably been different people over time. The only thing that's clear is that one of these people is on the ship now. Why are the notes so vague and anonymous? Does anyone else know about this? As far as I can tell, no, and I'd like to stay that way. It seems shady, but if I wasn't doing this stuff, they'd probably pay someone else to. I've been trying to figure out who it is and what their goal is. Stop making excuses. You're taking bribes. Yeah, I am. If you're thinking of turning me in, consider this. Someone on this ship is the one bribing me, and you don't know who it is or how they'll react. Okay. There was a ledger of kitchen stock in the cabinet. Shit, you found that, huh? I really don't understand how. You've been stealing food from your own kitchen. Why? Is it really stealing? Well, sure, the ship pays for the food, but I'm the one that needs it to do their job. Someone really wants a share of the stock, and they're paying well for it. Really well. Someone knew that you were doing this. Was it the captain? Yeah, the captain started taking stock of every single thing on the ship, including the food. She wasn't too happy about her results. I feigned incompetence, but I'm not sure she bought it. I get the feeling you're holding out a lot on me. I thought a lot about what all of this is about. I have one theory, but it's sort of ridiculous. What's your theory? I consider that someone's smuggling something, like an animal. They'll need foodstuff to keep it fed, and something to tranquilize it. It's not very plausible, though, is it? Surely after all this time you have to have at least one lead. I've kept my distance on purpose. If I found out too much, and they know, the deal would be broken off, or something worse. Even if I had some magical piece of information, I'm not sure why I'd speak openly about it. It's clear that Mercurio has a lot of experience with this shady figure. The evidence doesn't tell the whole story, but it must be connected to the captain and Donovan. The way he's talking, though, he'd need a gun pointed up to his head before he opened up. Now what? Do I have to talk to Sue? Do I have to talk to Ferdinand? Or do I have to talk as Sue? Let's go talk to Sue. Or what a bush. Alright. Okay, let's talk. What do you think happened to Don Apollo? Oh, hang on, let me try that again. What do you think happened to Donovan and Apollo? Same thing that's happened to the captain, I guess. They're on the ship, they must be off of it. And I don't think it's likely 3 people all lost the peninsula at the same time. Oh, I seem very upset. Nothing to do with it. How do you think they were killed? How the hell am I supposed to know? Considering I haven't found any crime scene. Okay. What should we do now? We've got Gwen restrained, that should be the end of it. We can wait till we hit land and there's an official investigation. Though honestly, what are they going to find that we already haven't? Do you believe that Gwen is guilty? It kind of speaks for itself, doesn't it? The Master Key was the last seen with Donovan. He goes missing and all of a sudden Gwen has it. We also know Donovan would have never given it willingly to someone. He was on some sort of crusade. What if the key was planted in her room? Interesting, though, but I doubt it. For that to make sense, the person who had planted it would have had to know for sure where we found. No one had any control or foresight over where we searched, or if we even searched anything at all, except for the ship staff. And I know staff isn't involved in this. How do you know? Okay. I found some interesting things in the kitchen cabinet and fridge. Huh. Okay, so these are just the same things. Oh. Oh, okay. There's a bar on the ship. I never drank it. How do you not know what it was? You were the one stocking it. It's not stuff I use for cooking exactly. It's just stored there to keep it cool. It was some kind of medical supplies, so it's outside my department. Oh, okay. Found a box with notes. Stock. Is it really stealing? Okay. Captain knew, wasn't happy, gained in confidence, holding out. I thought a lot about what this is about. I have one theory, sort of ridiculous. What's your theory? Smuggling something like an animal? No, not smuggling animals, smuggling people. Tranquilizers. To keep us all sedated and shit, and food to keep us alive long enough.